Fellow knowledge seekers, what if I told you we can finally see something that's been hidden from science since the beginning of medicine? Every single blood vessel in your brain, from the biggest highways down to the tiniest back alleys of your neural network. And trust me, what this reveals about our brains and our future is going to blow your mind.
We've got machine learning and mapping the entire vascular system of a mouse brain.
No way. Okay, I'm fully on board.
So first up, whole brain vasculature analysis using advanced learning models. You with me? There's this image, a microscopic view, the whole mouse brain, vascular network, all of it.
Every little thing.
Artery, vein, capillary, tiny stuff you wouldn't believe, all laid bare.
I can see why you're excited.
Hold on to your neurons. We're about to witness something that's never been possible before. A complete map of every blood vessel in the brain, from major arteries down to the smallest capillaries. This isn't just another brain scan. This is seeing the brain's entire circulatory system in action, and it's about to change everything we know about brain disease. Let me hand it over to our experts to explain why this was impossible until now.
I can see why you're excited. This wasn't always possible though, right?
Nope, not even close.
What changed?
The brain, it's so dense, older imaging, they had to slice the brain up, thin sections, but that messed up the very network they were trying to study.
Ah, I see. Like trying to understand a city, but you can only see one street at a time.
Exactly, you miss the whole picture.
You totally lose the connections. So how'd they solve that?
Tissue clearing.
And
way better imaging tech.
So now they can.
Render the whole brain see-through through the entire vasculature.
Amazing. So it's like we had those street-level views before, but now...
Now it's like, bam, a Google Maps satellite view of the whole city. Every highway, street, even the alleys.
I love that analogy.
So to analyze this crazy network, they created a deep learning pipeline.
Deep learning, huh? Sounds intense.
It is. It's called VESAP, short for Vessel Segmentation and Analysis Pipeline.
Gotta love a good acronym. And this is all in that machine learning paper, right?
You got it.
Okay, so what's so special about VESAP? What makes it stand out?
It's ingenious, really.
Yeah.
They use synthetic data to train the AI.
Synthetic data. Hold up. How's that even work?
Instead of like a zillion real brain images, super time-consuming to label by hand, right?
Yeah, that'd take forever.
They train the AI on fake vessel structures. Tons of them.
So like simplified versions of the real deal.
Exactly. It's called transfer learning. They're teaching the AI the basic language of blood vessels.
I get it. Like teaching someone to spot different roads in a toy city, then they can handle the real thing.
You're getting it.
Yeah.
And this meant they needed way fewer real brain images, which made the whole analysis like way faster.
So VESAP can keep up with the humans, even beat them, maybe.
At least as accurate as the experts, but in way less time.
Wow.
This is where it gets personal, my curious friends. We're not just mapping the brain for science. We're creating an early warning system for devastating diseases like Alzheimer's and stroke. Imagine catching these conditions before they can do any damage, all by watching how blood flows through these tiny vessels. Our experts are about to explain how this could revolutionize treatment.
But here's the thing, for every node, every edge, they got so much data, diameter, length, even how curved it is, and where it is in the brain.
By mapping the brain's vasculature like this, as a network,
Yeah.
we can actually track how it changes over time, how it responds to different stuff, and how it supports those neurons, helps them grow and function.
How can this help us treat brain diseases?
Now you're talking. Think about Alzheimer's or stroke.
Scary stuff.
In both of those blood flow disruptions, those are a major factor.
Right, of course.
But now with this level of detail, we might be able to spot tiny changes like way early before the disease really takes hold.
Like a traffic jam before it even forms.
Exactly.
As we wrap up today's mind-expanding journey, think about this. We've gone from being completely in the dark about our brain's blood flow to having a complete living map of every vessel. And with it, we might finally have a chance to stop some of the most devastating brain diseases before they even start. Keep those neurons firing, my knowledge-seeking friends. The future of medicine is flowing through those tiny vessels we can finally see.